Oh man, this thing is a beast inside the garage.
Yeah! Get up!
So I do find it a little bit comical that the loudest exhaust I've ever had is now coming on a sport bike. You know, it's good to have a loud exhaust to an extent. The exhaust on my Super Duke here is the Works Competition exhaust, and it's like on the very edge of being obnoxiously loud. But we're on our way home. It was like 30 degrees this morning, which was really probably not a great idea for me to decide to ride the bike to work today. But you know, it's one of those things where now I've got my bike and I just want to ride it as much as I can and as often as I can. So, you know, when that's the case, you do things that aren't the smartest, like ride your bike to work when it's 30 degrees outside. But we got all bundled up, and the temperature was fine, but I was just a little concerned that the roads might have ice on them. That was my biggest concern. But we got here safely, and here we are. You know what? I thought I'd take this opportunity. I made a production announcement when I was cast in the production of Shrek the Musical, but I've been working on a project for the last couple months. It's a musical, lesser known, but it did win a Tony Award, and I can't remember if it was for Best New Musical when it was released. But it is a fun, funny, ridiculous musical called the 25th Annual Putnam County Spelling Bee. Never gave an announcement about it on the channel, but we open Friday. And I thought I'd give an opportunity for anyone out there that watches my videos that have just been curious. Maybe you've never been to a musical theater production. If that's the case and you're close by and you want to go to the show, let me know in the comments. I can get you the link to the place where you can buy tickets. But this musical is ridiculous. It's called the 25th Annual Putnam County Spelling Bee. And all of us that are playing, the children who are spelling in the show are all adults. We range from anywhere from like 25 to, you know, 40s. And it's just a ridiculous situation that we put ourselves in this show. But it's funny, we improv a little bit. You know, there's all heck breaks loose during the show. There's a little bit of inappropriateness, which is really out of the norm for myself. But it is so funny. I have so much fun working on this show. And it's one of those rewarding productions too, where not only are you being funny and inappropriate and ridiculous and gross sometimes, you know, we're gonna make people laugh. And I've made a bunch of new friends because this is a small cast, and even though I knew a few people going in, there were people that I'd never met before, and I love working on projects like that, and just creating new friendships and relationships, and it's just a grand old time. So again, if you have an interest, it's at the Woodland Opera House. We open on January 11th, but we close on February 3rd, I believe. And like I said, if you're in the area, check it out. And if you have questions about it, if you've never been to a live theater performance, this would be a good time to be introduced to something like this, because it's just ridiculous. We even will have volunteers from the audience who would like to participate in the production. We'll choose 3 or 4 lucky individuals to join us on stage in the pandemonium. We have a really outstanding cast of seasoned actors. And again, we're playing children, but there are no children in the show. And if you come see the show, you'll see why. It's just hilariously inappropriate. But you know, if I was to give a rating, like a MPAA rating, it's PG-13. It's definitely not R-rated. So come on out and have a good time with us if it's something that you're interested in. And like I said, this is one of those shows that's it's short and it's very approachable. You know, I wouldn't invite you to a show that's maybe really deep or dramatic if you've never been to a show before, because you know, that's just not a proper introduction to the theater. I think a proper introduction to the theater for people who are skeptical or maybe who aren't big theater buffs, to get into a show that's super dramatic or maybe a bit abstract. This is definitely just one of those cut and dry, funny, a good time shows that has a good message as well. So anyway, this is just my little advertisement, because every once in a while I'll jump on the channel and use this platform of my motovlog to let you know one of my other passions, which is theater. Enjoying the crap out of this bike. Like I said, I'm looking for every opportunity to ride, even if it's freaking freezing outside. Literally this morning it was, it's 30 degrees. So anyway, we're having a great old time on the KTM 1290 Super Duke R, and just out here today to plug my show and to let you guys know what is new in the world of that one guy. So I'm interested to get the guys' feedback. How do you like the new logo? I try to keep things pretty similar to what we've already had going. I might venture out and try some really new stuff later on, but for now I kind of just wanted to keep everything familiar to everybody. So everything will have a familiar feel. It's just a little bit of a different color scheme, and obviously a different bike. So leave it in the comments if you have anything particular you'd like to say about the small changes, let alone from the obvious large change that's been happening on the channel. And I'm interested to know what you guys think. Alright guys, that's all I've got for you today. We're hopping off the freeway right now. Hopefully the wind noise on this bike, to me inside my helmet, feels much quieter than the Fat Bob. It'll be interesting though to see what it sounds like once we get off. But anyway, that's besides the point. If you're out here on YouTube, you know what to do, and I'd appreciate it very much if you'd hit that like button, and if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button. Guys, I'm that one guy. If you're out there riding, be safe. If you're in for a good time at the theater, let me know. But for sure, if you're not riding, get riding. I'm that one guy, and I am out.